Folks, Central is strong, and I got a speech for y'all. This speech is basically, I hope you guys get some advice on this one too. Sometimes you gotta let your emotions out. And what I mean by that is you can't let all the pain and all the hurt build up inside. And I'm saying that because you can take it from me. I used to do that till I got to like 16 years old. Right now I'm 19. A lot of times you need to do is let your emotions out, and you need to let them out in a way that you're not hurting another person. Now, the number one thing you need to do is, if someone hurt you, I feel like you should talk to them respectfully and let them know how you feel. So the next time they approach you, they'll be more cautious about how they treat you. That's advice one. Advice two: be productive. If you're stressed, I would work out, I would read, I would talk to a counselor or something. Just make sure that you don't hurt anyone else, and make sure you just don't hurt yourself. Like I said, you matter to this world, and everyone else matters. So, all lives matter. So treat people the way you want to be treated, even when you're upset. Thirdly, keep in mind that because of one person, the person who was mean today, that doesn't necessarily mean that that person will be the same way tomorrow. If they are, if I were you, if they keep on being mean to you, I would either keep on talking to them, or I just completely push that person out of my life and stay completely distant from that person. Fourthly, never let the person know deep down inside that what they're saying and doing to you is messing you up. A lot of times people do that because they're miserable themselves, and they're mean to people because people been mean to them and they've been treated bad. So they feel like they either have the authority or the capacity to treat people bad like they were treated. So they try to take people down to get a rise because they're miserable, and misery enjoys company. So they treat people bad because people treat them bad. Something to remember. So always try to remain happy, and when they see you happy and they see that they can't bring you down, like keeping them, you could be sad inside and still smile, and they see that smile, they feel like, man, what I'm doing is not working. I want to leave this person alone. Fifthly, always remember to be yourself. Everyone else wants to be yourself. You have the right to be yourself. When you be yourself, just make sure you don't hurt people. Make sure you don't harm anyone. Just be yourself and stay happy and be nice to people. Sixthly, with six, always, always try to make a change. People inspire and like people who are positive and try to make changes in this world. If people see that in you, they eventually respect you more and treat you with more kindness. And seventhly, if someone hurt you, it's okay to wait later on to let them know. You don't have to let them know right then and there. Sometimes it's best to wait later so the person who hurt you and you who were hurted can calm down and y'all both can have one-on-one talk. Just don't. If I were you, I wouldn't take my anger out of other people, because that's when things get real bad, and that's when people really start disliking you. So number one thing is, if I were you, don't ever take your anger out on someone else who did not hurt you. If I were you, the person who hurt you, I wouldn't take my anger out of them. I just talk to them, get them to understand how I feel, make sure they know how I feel, and they'll leave you alone eventually and respect you more. And that's the big picture here. It's okay to let people know how you feel. It's okay to want people to know how you feel. What's not okay, in my opinion, is having revenge. Because that's not going to do nothing but have the people who you have revenge on, now they're going to want revenge back, and y'all going to go back and forth. So the big thing is to make sure that whoever hurt you, if you can, make sure you know it. Make sure they know how you feel. Whether you walk around with a smile or sometimes a frown, whether you put headphones on, whether you look at them a certain way, give them a sign that they messed up and that they did something wrong, so they can know. You don't necessarily have to talk to someone to let them know how you feel. You could just look at them a certain way and they think this, man, I messed up. Just make sure let the people know whoever, let the people know how you feel. Let them know what they've done and you didn't appreciate it, so they can be more cautious the next time. That's the biggest moral of the story. And there's several ways you let people know how you feel. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to talk to them. I can give you more ways right now. You can write a note. You can tell a teacher, and a teacher can talk to them one-on-one. You can just look at them in a certain way. Like, you can just look at them like you're angry at them. You can just, I don't know, touch them, or you might even have to speak to them. But whatever the case may be, when you let these people know how you feel, make sure that it's respectful and make sure that it's not causing any harm on anyone else. Because why let that build up inside when you have the opportunity to let the people know how you truly feel about what they've done to you? Something to think about. And when you do it, if they don't try to listen to you, I would forgive them, and I would let nature handle them and God handle them. Because what comes around goes around. And they treat you bad, or they're not willing to change their ways, one day they're going to treat the wrong person bad, and someone's going to probably hurt them real bad, or they're going to wish they changed their ways, or they